Doesn't pick you up, Elias. Anyhow, what number do we leave off on? 4? Start at 4. Hang out. All right, guys. Do a quick graph. Let's see which way it opens.
Okay. It opens, I can already tell.
Tell me, Bethany.
That'd be like a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Fancy, are you gonna help from haunted house too?
Yes.
Okay. I've graphed the vertex. We didn't?
No.
Oh.
You skipped a 6, but that's okay.
That's okay. Anyhow, which way does it face, guys? Down. Right? Faces down. We've got the vertex at 0, 0, and we've got the focus at 0, -3. So it faces down. So what is our HK? 0, 0. You're making a face over there, Mayberry. And then what is our 1/4a equal to? 3. Guys, by the way, this is what they call P. That distance is what they call P. That's all there is to it. Oh, really? Otra vez? Just stop. All right. So 1/4a is equal to 3. That's our distance right there. Multiply by 4a. Divide by 12. Since it's a vertical parabola, it is a y equals. Y equals, I know I'm doing number 6. Oh. Y equals, and then is it a positive or negative? Negative. Remember, the parabola faces toward the focus. The parabola needs to face towards the focus, so that's going to be a negative 1/12. Then, lamely enough, x minus 0 squared plus 0, and you can simplify that. Y equals negative 1/12 x squared. So you guys are saying I didn't do 4 or 5 either with you?
Yeah, you skipped a 6.
Quit the giggling. Sure. Sione, what's your question? Negative 1/12. X squared. Raymond, put your phone away. Okay. Write faster, Elias. Schnell. No, Elias, then move closer. Yes. Elias, I'm moving to the next screen. I can't wait for you. Okay. All right, guys, let's go ahead and I'll do number 3 with you, or whatever, not 3, 4. Then why don't you guys do number 5? Oh, yes. Well, I've spent 2.5 days on it. Seems rather excessive. It's going to be opening, Gabriella, what direction? Opening to the right. I said you guys are going to do 5. But I'm doing 4 right now. What does 1 over 4a equal? 9. Whoop, I already did the multiplication in my head and I wasn't thinking. My mistake there. Why are you punching your workbook? Why are you punching Megan Lucille? Megan. All right, guys. So quickly, I did number 4, 0, 0. The focus was 9, 0, so it opens to the right. That gives me a positive a value. My distance from the vertex to the focus was 9, so 1 over 4a equaled 9. Multiply both sides by 4a. I get 1 equals 36a. Divide both sides by 36. A is 1/36. Since it's a sideways parabola, I have x equals 1/36, x minus 0, the quantity squared, plus 0. The zeros are redundant, so I reduce that to x equals 1/36 y squared. You've written nothing. I'm not waiting for you. Go quickly. Thank you. Whoop, popped it off. That wouldn't be on the video. I don't know. I don't know. She drew, like, I love a face, and then she drew a bone, a T. Okay, guys, you guys do number 5? All right. Look, Holly's already done it. Being on task. Alicia did it 3 days ago. I know, right? How far ahead did you get? Oh my gosh. Wow, that far? This doesn't bode well for your personality test, Bethany. All right, Holly, walk me through the whole thing. Sure, I can.
That's why. It's the other. Because the directrix is, well, the focus is the same distance from the vertex. The vertex is away from the directrix. So it would be in the middle, 0, 0. And the distance from the focus to the vertex is 6. So it'd be 1 over 4a equals 6. Multiply both sides by 4a. And get 1 over 24. And then 24a over 24. My calculation.
Okay?
Okay, well, okay. So then it'd be x equals 1 over 24, parentheses y minus 0, parentheses squared plus 0. And then if you want to simplify, x equals 1 over 24, y squared.
Alicia, is she correct?
Woo!
Yeah? Ah, somebody else then.
Is it negative? Because don't, yeah, okay. Just making sure.
I did all of that right. I keep on graphing it wrong.
That was the only thing I was confused on.
Okay. Negative 1/24. Why do you keep on graphing it wrong?
Heck if I know.
Okay, that I have to write out what steps commodity or I'm not gonna be able to get it.
Okay, we're on to the next two questions. The next two questions finally bring in what, Dimitri? I want you to read me the next 6 lines of the directions.
Once you evaluate.
Read the next 6 words in the directions. Find the vertex. I know, I just want the next 6. There we go. Yeah, I know. No, you're done. I just want to make sure you said it, because if you say it, you don't laugh. Oh. Right. That's why I had you say it instead. All right, the axis of symmetry, focus, directrix, then graph. So guys, I told you at the beginning, get it in your notes somewhere. Don't put it on the homework because you're never going to find it again. Put it on your notes that P is equal to the 1 over 4a. It's that distance. It's that distance between the vertex and the focus, or you could say the vertex and the directrix. ASB does that to you.
Everything does that to me. I've had these since freshman year.
Okay. So let's get this looking like my version of the standard equation. What am I going to do, Kaylee? Say it. I need it to look like my proper form first. What I call proper form. So, just say it. Add 1 to both sides.
There you go.
Okay. There's going to be a lot to write into this, just to warn you. All right, so x equals, I'm adding 1 to both sides. Negative 1/12 y squared plus 1. What's attached to that y squared? What that you don't see. What's built into that y? Parentheses and a 0. Technically speaking, okay? Yeah. So what is, this is a sideways parabola, horizontal parabola. What is my vertex? 1, 0 is correct. Don't forget that this is my h and this is my k. So my vertex is 1, 0. Okay. Don't forget it's counting by 2s because it's annoying.
Oh, that's so P would always be the same, right?
It's gonna be 3. Because if it's multiplying by 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3.
Okay, Holly, stop being so smart.
I'm just doing it. That's just division. It's just division. Okay. It might not even be right. You're a genius.
Okay. Now, we need to figure out what our p-value is.
You missed that one, Dave.
Huh? 3. Why? Because 12 divided by 4 is 3. So the answer is 3, but I want to see the appropriate math behind it. Yes. I want it done. Somebody here. Come on. It's not times, no. It's, this is my A. That's my A right there. 1 over 4 times 1/12. 1 over 4 times 1/12. Which is going to make 1/3. 4 times 1/12 is 1/3. So P equals 1 over 1/3. How many times does 1/3 go into 1? 3. All right. So P is 3. Now, this is a horizontal, correct? Because it's x equals, and it's got a negative. So which way does it open? Opens to the left. Are we okay with that? So therefore, if it opens to the left, my focus is 3 to the left of that dot. There's my focus. So what is the coordinate of my focus? -2, 0. The directrix is 3 to the right. The directrix goes through 4. Yep. The directrix is 3 to the right. The focus is 3 to the left because it opens to the left. The directrix is 3 to the right, which is the equation x equals 4. Kaya. Directrix? X equals x equals 4. The directrix is x equals 4. And then it says to graph it. Since our p-value is 3, it's a semi-wide-ish parabola. I'm not too worried, about exactness here. So kind of wide, we'll go with like that. It's a little too curved there. All right. Number 8. Number 8. Let's do it again. Facing up or down? Up. It is facing up. It's a y equals, and our a value is positive. It is facing up, right, Michael? Right. Sione, what do you want to do? Subtract 2. Let's get our HK in. So what is our vertex? -1, -2. 1, -2. Not only because that's in parentheses, so that's a 1, but it's a y equal, so this is h and this is k. On the other one, h and k are swapped. Because this one's vertical. The other one's horizontal. Remember, whatever's with x is your h. Whatever's with y is your k. So look at the beginning problem. What's with the y? The 2 is with it. Okay, so that's my y. Okay. All right, so 1, -2. There's my vertex. What is my p? One over 4 times 1/4, which would make 1. So my p-value is 1. And we said it's facing up, so I go 1 away in both directions. Once again, really annoying, they count by 2s. 1 away, 1 away. Directrix, focus, those are really close, so I'm going to make a tighter parabola. It's just a quick sketch. I don't need you to make an XY chart. I don't want to go through that. Yeah. Oh, let's get, it wants all the information. Now, the only thing I haven't been answering is I have not been answering what's the axis of symmetry. There's just so much information they want on this one freaking line. So the focus was 1, -1. The directrix, y equals -3. And then it also wanted the axis of symmetry. We found our p-value. The axis of symmetry, I haven't gone over it, and I didn't hit it in third period either. The axis of symmetry is just this vertical line through the center. So this would be x equals 1. X equals 1. And that's just saying that it's that line down the center of it. We didn't write the axis of symmetry. So what would be the axis of symmetry on the other one, Sione? On number 7. Where is that one symmetric? Wow, maybe I did need to go over this more. I figured it would be a little bit more obvious, so I didn't do it. What 0? No, it's a line. Y equals 0. It's a horizontal line through 0. Y equals 0. The x-axis is literally the axis of symmetry, so y equals 0 is the equation of the x-axis. Now we've got a real-life application in number 9. If you guys weren't aware, I'm going to grab some pictures and I'm going to show you guys what we're talking about in number 9. They're taking a spotlight. I could grab a picture of a spotlight, but I'm just going to grab a picture of a flashlight. Makes my life easier. No? You guys want a spotlight? Well then, turn to spotlight. I want a literal spotlight. Aperture spotlight. I want one turned off. I need a turned off spotlight. I think I'll go with this one. Or actually, no, that one's good. I like that one. Who wants lavender? That is an entire spotlight, Sione. They haven't put it in. Okay. So guys, real life application of a parabola. They also use it in sonograms, in medical professions. They use it in when they go to break up kidney stones, things like that. So the focus of a parabola is a very unique object, right? So it's this spot right inside the U. And when it comes down to what it does, if you take a look at a spotlight, if you take this U and rotate it, you get the interior of a flashlight or spotlight. You get what that curved surface looks like. Are we okay? We follow so far? So they said take a cross section of it. That means slice it so you're just looking at that U, right? Now what happens when you slice it and you're taking a look at it, the filament, so where you plug the light bulb in is right down here at the vertex. You plug the light bulb into the vertex of the parabola. And then at some point the light comes, you have the base of the light, and then you'll actually have the light bulb itself. What is that? Focus. That's the focus. The light bulb is the focus. So what's going on inside of a flashlight or a spotlight is the focus is creating light. So instead of talking about things coming in and like going into the focus, which is how it works with medical technology, if the focus is emitting something, if the focus in a parabola is emitting something, it'll hit the side and go out, no matter where it goes. So that creates that focused beam when you put on a spotlight or a flashlight. That light's illuminating out, hitting the sides, and the sides are curved perfectly to shoot the beam straight forward. That's all that's going on. We all right, Kaylee? That's a good little nap there, huh? So, same thing here. So, from the cutaway, from the cross section, if the light shines out, it hits that, goes that way. Shines out, hits that, goes that way. Shines out, hits that, goes that way. So the light's always going out. So, coming back over here. A. The bulb is 6 inches from the vertex. So what did they just give us? They gave us the directrix. They said the bulb. And they gave us it 6 inches away from the vertex. What did they give us? They gave us the 1 over 4a. This is 6. They gave us the 1 over 4a. So it's A. 1 over 24. Now we don't know if it's facing up, down. I mean, we're talking about 3 dimensions that we could put a spotlight towards. So it doesn't really matter, right? So we could just might as well consider, actually I think it said origin. They gave us HK is 0, 0. So we've got our formula. Since HK is 0, 0, y equals 1 over 24 x squared. Y equals 1 over 24 x squared, because we have no h or k. Now that's something that you guys would have stared at that problem and been like, I don't even know. We got to work past that. If the spotlight has a diameter of 36 inches, if the spotlight has a diameter of 36 inches, so now all of a sudden I'm going to say, there's the end of it, and the diameter is 36. How deep is it? What is the height from here to here? That's what B is asking. What is that height? The depth of it. We got to figure out what we got to plug in. What do we plug in? So if I were to, Sione, if I were to actually graph this, we'll come back to this and we'll fill in the answer in a second. Our vertex is at the origin, so I can do this. Here's our vertex. There's our focus. At some point, like how deep the spotlight is, right? If maybe it looks like this and our spotlight is this deep. Maybe it looks like this and our spotlight is this deep. We don't know how deep our spotlight is. So, if we know the diameter at some point is 36, how deep is it? Third period got this, just saying. Wow, you're going to throw in the towel this early? How do you know how high it goes? I'll lead you guys a little bit. So let's say 1 inch away from the vertex. 1 inch away from the vertex, how deep is it? 1 inch. It's 1/24 of an inch tall. Be way down there. 2 inches away from the vertex, that's 2 squared, that's 4. It'll be 1/6 away from. If I plugged in 2, I get 1/6. What will I need to plug in to see how high it is at that 36-inch diameter? No. We're not going to play the too low, too high game. How about, Sione, if I were to draw where like the lens is on this thing and it's 36, how would I draw that? Huh? The lens is somewhere like maybe right here, right? Maybe? Anything, guys? 18. Because half of it's on this side, half of it's on that side. Okay? So, I'll plug in 18, and I'll see how high it goes at 18, because it's 36 inches wide, so one side gets 18, the other side gets 18, but they're going to go up the same amount on either side. 18 squared. So, 1 over 24 times 18 squared. I'll use my super advanced calculator. And we get 324 over 24. And we get 13.5 inches deep. So that's the depth. So there is, it didn't ask us to graph it, but there would be our spotlight. And notice, guys, once again, that focus of 6 is really far away. And when the further away your focus gets from your vertex, the wider that parabola gets, right? So that 6 focus really turned in to a super wide parabola. And there you go, Sione. Anybody not very focused today, but I'm pumped.
Oh, the lesson. Oh, we made a lot of that's a knee slapper.
A lot of focus jokes. I mean, it's really hard to like work the word directrix into a pun, you know.
Try hard. You can direct your us. I don't even know what you said. You can on the top.
Allow me to point you in the right directrix.
Yeah.
There you go. Is that what you're looking for? You seem to not be very focused today. Alrighty. I want to take a look at a harder problem, so we're going to jump to the side C really quick just to see how obnoxious they can get. Side C, it's the back side of your worksheet. They are, but at least you're not getting a whole lot of vertexes 0, 0 on them. So if you look at like 5 and 6, 7 and 8, they're still the same process. They're not difficult. So Holly, why don't you pick me a problem? Pick between 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Felt like a dancer for a second.
5, 6, 7.
Well, people might not have understood, Bethany. She was trying to facilitate learning. Okay. So we're going to subtract 1. Let's get somebody from this side. I haven't heard much from this side today. So, your side. I think it's going to be you now. All right, guys, this is a vertical or horizontal parabola. This side only. This side's not allowed to answer. Vertical. Cameron's correct. I said it's a vertical or horizontal parabola. All right, Cameron's answered 1. Cameron, your light's dark now. You can't answer again. Okay? All right, so it's a vertical parabola. This side still. What is my vertex of this parabola? No. 2, -1. Okay, your light's dark. You can't answer anymore, Bethany. Okay? My vertex is 2, -1. All right. This side, what's my P? That side's not allowed to answer.
Wait, what are you? Oh, I can't.
Why don't you help out the dead person to your right, maybe?
Okay, well, I'll help you anyways.
Huh? How do we get P, Isabella? No. Kaya.
P is 1/4a, right?
Correct.
What's a?
You tell me.
I don't know.
What's A, Raymond? Huh? It's 1.
Oh.
It's 1. Boop. There it is. There's A.
Wait, is a always 1?
No. It's because there's no number there.
Oh,
That's why A is 1.
There's always 1, right?
There's always 1. So P is 1/4. All right, you guys can jump on what's the easy question. It's still this side only. Is this parabola face? It's vertical. We already determined. Is it facing up or down? Somebody raise their hand. You can't. Isabella? Down because of the negative. So therefore, my focus is below and my directrix is above. How much below and above my vertex are my focus and directrix? 1/4. Super obnoxious. Good job, Kaya. Okay. 1/4. Now the problem is this thing's counting by 2s. From here to here is 2, which means halfway through is 1, which means halfway through is a half, which means halfway through is the quarter. So your focus is like, boop, right there. And your directrix is like, boop, right there. And this is going to be a skinny parabola. Now we need to figure out what are the equations, though. This is an easy question. What are the equations of the focus and the directrix? So the focus is at what didn't change? My focus is right there. What value didn't change? The x or y value compared to the vertex. The x value did not change, so it's still 2 comma. It went down a quarter. Negative 1 1/4. My directrix. I'll give you guys a hint. My directrix is a horizontal line, so it's y equals. It's a quarter above that y value. What's a quarter above that y value?
1.
-3/4. Kai said it too. Okay. And then what value matches? Guys, when you do your axis of symmetry, just look at what matches between your vertex and focus. And is it an x or a y? X, and it equals 2. So when you do your axis of symmetry, what matches between your vertex and your focus, if it's an x, it's x equals whatever matches. If it's y equals whatever matches. Yeah. But now you got to remember it. You guys acted like it was harder. I never said it was hard. I said it must be complicated because you guys aren't answering. Yeah. I thought it wasn't complicated. All right, you guys actually have homework tonight. Every time you guys say that now, it just reminds me of my personal finance class. Because when I go to Foundations Digital to log in, it says, let's go. Let's go. Well, that's only, you can only bring your grades up through homework if you've not been doing your homework up to this point.
Oh, well. Keep it the same.
I didn't stare at a single individual student at all during that phrase. Okay. 4-2 in the textbook. It's in your notes, I believe, what problems I want you to do.